Hey guys, it's Laura. So I joined a challenge from a YouTuber. Her channel is Jessika0705. Her link will be below. So she made up a book challenge. It's a 30 book challenge, and it's basically to get through the books in your TBR challenge. The thing that stood out to me about this challenge was that it was really mixing it up, and it had these prompts, and it made it so you'd get through the books that you wouldn't really think about. So you get through the books that you've had on your shelf for a while and the books that you don't usually read, that type of stuff. Okay, this may seem really like non-book related, but it really is, sort of. My nail polish, it's just this pretty blue color. Actually, this is the first time I've worn it. I received it when I got The Lost Saint. It's the nail polish that came along with the book. And I don't have The Lost Saint on my bookshelf right now. My friend here has it, or else I'd show you that this nail polish is the same exact color as the girl's toenails. But if you guys want, you can look it up. Look The Lost Saint by Bruce Spain up, and you'll see that this nail color. So, a book that's been on your TBR list for more than 2 months. I chose Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. This is, I've owned this for like a year and I haven't read it yet, so I need to read it. A book you've started but not finished. That book for me would be The Real Real by Emma McLaughlin and Nicola Krauss. A book you've recently seen a review about. This Lullaby by Sarah Dessen. I saw the review for this book on I Eat Words channel. I think Farrah reviewed this. And she reviewed this for Sarah Dessen Week. And I've never read a Sarah Dessen book before. I've heard wonderful things about them, but I just haven't read one yet. So this challenge will help me do that. A book by your favorite author. Now, this author isn't my favorite author, but I've really enjoyed her first 2 books. Yeah, like I said, she's not my favorite author, but she's one of them. Ripple by Mandy Hubbard. This book comes out in July of 2011, and I've been wanting to read this book for so long. A book by an author you've never read before. For me, that is Bleeding Violet by Dia Reeves. I've heard wonderful things about this book, and also Dia Reeves' second book, Slice of Cherry, which I really want to check out. So I'm going to see if I like this one and then read Slice of Cherry. A book that is the first in the series. I chose Glimmerglass by Jenna Black. This is the first in the Fairy Walker series. A book that's gotten a lot of hype but you've never read. That would be City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I know you're probably going to like punch me because I haven't read this series yet, but I need to. I really do. The movie's coming out and I've heard such amazing things. This is like everyone's favorite series, so I feel like I'm the last person to read this. A book that you've forgotten you've had. I chose Revenge of the Shadow King by Derek Benz and J.S. Lewis. This is a book, this is one of my favorite series when I was like in 6th grade or something. I don't even know when. Even like 5th grade, because it was scary for me then, and it was a really good novel, and the cover is kind of freaky. There's a weird goblin-y looking thing. It's called The Shadow King, and I wanted to reread this one because it was one of my favorite books. And I also have the sequel, and the 3rd book came out, but I don't have that book. A book with an awesome cover. The first book that popped into my head was Nightshade by Andrea Kramer. So I like begged my mom for this book for my birthday, and I still haven't read it. And my birthday was in January, which is kind of sad. But I mean, you can't deny this book has a fantastic cover. So, it's shimmery and beautiful. A book under 200 pages. I Can't Keep My Own Secrets, 6-word memoirs by teens famous and obscure. A book over 300 pages. Lists by Laura Miracle. Supposed to be really creepy. There's blood drops everywhere on this book. And Laura Miracle wrote the TTYL series, so I did not expect this to be by her. A book with an orange cover. Mediator by Meg Cabot. This is the first book in the Shadowland series, and I've read this a couple of times before, but I've never finished the series. I really want to. A book that was made into a movie. I chose Holes by Louis Sachar. And I've read this book before and seen the movie, and I've loved both of them. I read this book back in like 4th grade though, So I want to reread it and see if I still love it as much as I did then. A book set in a different time. Bright Young Things by Anna Godberson, and she wrote the Lux series, which I do have the first book for, I just haven't started. And this is set in the year 1929, and the cover is gorgeous, and it seems like it'll be a fun, glamorous book that a friend recommended. My friend Alexandra actually recommended this whole series. This book is the first. It's called Kissed by an Angel, and this is by Elizabeth Chandler. A book that reminds you of a season. It might just be me, but vampire books really remind me of winter. So I chose The Vampire Diaries, the first book, The Awakening, by L.J. Smith. A book you wouldn't have picked up without a YouTuber's recommendation. I chose Where She Went by Gail Foreman. Sarah from Sarah's Random Musings, she has a YouTube, her link will be below also. She was going to send me Where She Went, so I had to pick up If I Stay, which I've already read, but I still wanted to feature this book because I wouldn't have picked this up even though she sent it to me without her recommendation. A book you've bought from a non-bookstore. And a non-bookstore can be like online or something, or a garage sale or something like that. And I bought this book, Life as We Knew It by Susan Beth Fetter. I bought this used, that's why it's a little bit beat up, but I got this on Amazon for just a couple of dollars. A book you've bought while on vacation or out of town. I chose Playing with the Boys by Liz Tegelar. I bought this in Corte Madera because my great-grandparents live in Marin, and my grandma stays there when she's home from Egypt visiting, and I go stay with them, and we go to the bookstore often, so I got that book. A book about something you want to accomplish before you die. I couldn't really find anything, so I just chose Crusade by Nancy Holder and Debbie Viguie. I want to fight vampires before I die. Not really. A book that you randomly picked up at the store or you didn't go to the store for, that would be Wonder is Strange by Leslie Livingston. A book you've recently seen in someone's haul. I chose Luminous by Dawn Metcalf. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if this was recent or not. Maybe I'm just thinking about a couple months ago, but I'm pretty sure this was just 3 weeks ago that I saw this book in the Story Siren haul. Her link will be below. I'm sure you've all heard of her though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was recent. A book you've read the back cover to at least twice. I chose Beach Blondes by Catherine Applegate, from a genre you don't usually read. I don't usually read about vampires. I, Dracula, and this is by Becca Black. A book with something on the cover beside a person. Butterfly by Sonia Hartnett. A book from an author you haven't read in a while. I chose The Light, which is in the Morpheus Road series, and this is by DJ MacHale. And I freaking love DJ MacHale. He wrote the Pendragon series, which I was really into a couple years ago when the books were still coming out, and I will reread them and review them on the blog for you because they're an amazing series. It's a 10-book series. It's epically long, and the books are 500 pages. But it was great, so I'm excited to read this one. Book that isn't just front to back print, and this means just emails and pictures and fun stuff. And I chose Tweetheart by Elizabeth Rudnick, and this is obviously about Twitter and emails and all that. A book from your favorite publisher. I don't have a favorite publisher, but Harper Teen comes out with a lot of great books. They produced my favorite series, the Gone series by Michael Grant, and I've overall been really happy with the books they've produced, and they've made so many awesome books. So I chose Father of Lies by Ann Turner, and this is a retelling of the Salem witch trials, which I've always been interested in, so I'm actually super excited to read this. A book that's won an award. That's The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. This has won the John Newbery Medal, a New York Times bestseller. This is a national bestseller. It's Pretty Little Liars by Sarah Shepard. I've read this book countless times, and I actually just finished it. So I was reading it for the challenge, and I'm excited to restart the series because I read it, I've read it a couple times, and I really like it. I really like this challenge because the questions are different. They're not just, a book from a paranormal genre, a book from a romance genre, a book with a person that's not, a book with a cover without a person on it, you know, so it's really mixing it up, and I appreciate her doing this and taking the time to make a challenge. I don't know if any other people have joined, but if you haven't, it's a really cool challenge. It's fun to mix up your books, and also to make this video is pretty fun. So thank you, Jessica, for the challenge, and if you guys haven't signed up for the challenge, you really should. But yeah, I smell food, I'm hungry, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Summer's here, and I'm gonna have a lot of extra time, and I've kind of been neglecting the YouTube channel, just doing IMM posts, and I really want to kind of break that and do a lot more fun videos for you guys, more bookish related ones. I've done 2 video reviews in the last month, so I'm gonna try to do more of those too, because they're pretty fun, and it's nice to mix it up a little. So if you want, comment below, tell me if you know any fun tags that you want me to do. I'm pretty open to do them, or any like video ideas that you want to see. You want to see a bookshelf tour, or you want me to, I don't know, just comment below with some fun creative ideas that I could do to make videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye. A book by an author you've never read before. I already did that. I already said that. That reminds, what? I don't even know what this book is about.